and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
Mountain Academy specializes in a customized designed academic approach tailored to meet the needs of our families. Our lower division prepares students with the necessary foundation to build excellence. Our middle division provides students with over 15 course offerings, providing them with opportunities to explore their talents and gifts. Our upper division provides personalized academic journeys, allowing them to achieve their dreams. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us, where every path leads to purpose.
National headlines and the local stories you care about. WLBB, Carrollton, News Talk, 1330, FM 106.3.
Good morning, welcome to the Community Voice. I'm Steve Graddick, your host. Delighted to have you with us on this beautiful Monday morning. We're very honored and pleased to have back in the studio. I have a little bit of a hiatus, at least on our part, from interviewing Dr. Julie Post, president of West Georgia Technical College. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Well, happy to have you back. I'm going to go through a little bio. So, you know all this stuff, but just in case our audience does not, Dr. Julie Post was appointed president of West Georgia Technical College. It's been a while now, April of 2021, and bringing a rich educational background in education and administration. After serving as a high school teacher, and I bet you have some stories, college adjunct instructor and supporting GED training, she joined Gwinnett Technical College in 2005. We used to have a radio station up there.
Oh, wow.
During 16 years there, she held multiple positions in industrial research and effectiveness, supporting college-wide planning, research, accreditation, organizational support. 2012, Dr. Post was selected as VP of Student Affairs, where she added leading all college student services, including enrollment management, to her roles. And let's see, then coming on board with West Georgia Technical College, Dr. Post has been celebrating the opening, and we're going to talk about this, the new Carroll County campus, which replaced the glorious 50-year-old original Carroll Tech as a direct result. Can you imagine how many people went through that facility? As a direct result of listening to industry needs, she launched new construction on the Murphy campus to support commercial truck driving, welding, and line worker programs. In addition, the massive renovation to existing 50-year-old facility in LaGrange is in progress to create an electrification and transportation workforce accelerator for manufacturing center. Expansions in programming facilities are currently in progress on all campuses and site locations. Graduated with a BS in Business Administration, Northern Kentucky University, a master's from Marygrove College, Doctor of Education from that Athens school in Clark County.
Go Dogs.
Yeah, whatever. Dr. Post is immersed within the college's 7-county service area. Important. She currently serves on the boards of, here we go, Carroll County Chamber of Commerce, Carroll Tomorrow, Douglas County Chamber of Commerce, New and Qaeda Chamber of Commerce, Troop Strategy Center, and she was named as one of Georgia Trends magazine's Georgia 500 most influential leaders for the past 3 years. That's a big deal. What did you win anything? No, okay. But you got bragging rights, I suppose. Well, welcome. Thank you. We're on Facebook Live this morning and streaming to our YouTube channel. I'd like to kind of just take a moment before we kind of delve into the meat of the matter. We had 3 press releases go out recently, and I think they warrant a little recognition. Our good friend, Police Chief James Perry, and the West Georgia Technical College Police Department has earned full state certification. That's a big deal. Not that many have that.
Yeah, it is a big deal, and actually not many educational systems have that, so they are the first system ever, and all 22 colleges' police departments are now fully certified.
That's huge.
It was a long process. When you operate a police department that's not exactly like the county or the city, you have to really start to think differently about how you're going to approach this certification. But Chief Perry did an amazing job, and actually, I would say he was instrumental in the system in helping to move that forward, since he came from Carrollton PD, where they were certified.
Yeah, he had a long career at Carrollton PD.
He did.
So
He's brought a lot to West Georgia Tech. We did a mass casualty event with 17 agencies in Coweta, and we're getting ready to do one in Carroll. So he's working with Carrollton PD and Carroll County and several other agencies to do a hazmat mass casualty event on our campus.
Excellent. Another press release recently was Alan Threadgill was named Associate Dean of School of Manufacturing, Transportation, and Trades. Tell us about Alan.
Alan has a history in electrical background. And has been with the college for a while, but he has this knack for students and connecting them to industry. So really excited to see what he brings to the table. We have a new dean of that division, and now him, and I think together they're going to be dynamic.
I got 2 new board members, Blake Doss and Scott Ingram.
Yes, so Blake is from Greystone Power and has a good background in community relations and has a lot of political acumen, so we're excited to have that on our side. And then Scott Ingram is Google, and you know the influx of data centers in our area, and that has really been something that we've taken off with, and how are we going to support that industry in ways that people don't normally think of. So really excited Scott is coming to the board as well. He comes from, many years at Google, but he has worked with schools before in the areas where he's opened new data centers. So I can't wait to see what we can do together.
Not to go down a rabbit hole necessarily, but the data center thing really does interest me. What have you learned most recently, just in a few words, in terms about how to prepare for that?
It's not just about the 50 or 100 people that work inside that data center daily, which we already educate about with cybersecurity, programming, networking. It's everything to get it out of the ground and maintain it. So when we're talking about power, water, climate control, HVAC, construction, these are all the opportunities that individuals have with all these data centers coming out of the ground to have incredible jobs. And we're going to be right there to package those up so people know they can be educated in a way that will give them straight away a job.
Let's jump into the campuses that I mentioned we would definitely want to talk about. You oversaw the $66 million, I think, construction of the new Carroll campus.
Yes, sir.
How's it worked out?
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We've toured so many people and continue to do so. The main building is your college building, but the 300 building is that industrial technology building. And just to have all of that equipment and everything that is so real world just really makes a difference. And when students leave high school from places like Carrollton High School and any of the Carroll County schools, they don't want to walk into the old Carroll campus. So now it's something we can all be proud of and they can feel comfortable in. It's full. I'm just going to tell you, we're out of space already.
But you have the space to add.
We have the land to add on, but the buildings are absolutely full. But that's good. It's thriving. We're thriving, and that campus has made a significant difference.
I came in that way this morning and noticed the line of traffic to turn left go into the campus off the bypass.
Yep.
Has that entrance and the bypass, I know that was kind of a thought in the beginning. Is it worked out okay, or some changes?
We would have loved to have had a roundabout there to keep traffic moving. That left in, left out only is at least helping to keep students safe. We've had a few accidents there already, but probably less than we would have had if the right in, right out had not been put in. So
well, that'll change over time as you grow. But back on the building, the foresight. You mentioned about the technology involved. You've really got to have some foresight when you're building a new building. And has the technology aspect worked out? Are we still kind of cutting edge, or?
Oh, we absolutely are.
Really?
We have great industry partners, and we have partnerships with companies that, like I toured Amatrol in Indiana. That's a company that makes a lot of that machining and manufacturing maintenance equipment. And we just, keep those partnerships strong and keep our industry people in and coming in to visit and letting us know what's changed and what do we need to do.
we're going to talk about programs after the break, because I mean that's kind of really the heart and soul of this. Let's switch over to Waco, Georgia. Thomas B. Murphy campus in Waco, Georgia. Apparently an expansion you've been instrumental in. That building was built at the tune of $60 million back in the day, and we're adding another $8.7 million.
Yes, sir. Interestingly enough, Waco has an amazing, beautiful campus in a very rural county that has industrial manufacturing. That's at its base, and we taught nothing there to support that. So very excited to be opening an industrial arts building that will have a 40 welding booths, which is critical in that area. Our line worker program is currently in a trailer, so it will now be able to move into a building. And then we're going to add CDL out there, and we all know the importance of commercial truck driving and needing to continue to educate more and more. So adding another campus to that is going to be great. Now, we've had some hiccups with this building coming out of the ground, but it's officially coming out of the ground now. So we hope to be able to have a ribbon cutting in the spring.
Everything moves by truck, correct?
It does.
It really does.
And people got to move it as well as figure out where it needs to go and when, right?
With all due respect to Norfolk Southern, but even what they haul ends up on truck. So it's really critical, and it's important, particularly when I'm driving down the interstate. Anyway. Okay, well, let's take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the programs and a lot more with Dr. Julie Post, president of West Georgia Technical College.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
Oak Mountain Academy is a vibrant community built on innovation, academic excellence, and a 64-year legacy of shaping community leaders. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school at Oak Mountain Academy, inviting you to visit the mountain and experience firsthand the passion, purpose, and personalized education that defines our school. Come see how our mission and vision come to life each day. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us so that you can discover your journey on the mountain, where every path leads to purpose.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Community Voice. Dr. Julie Post, president of West Georgia Technical College, has agreed to come in and talk to me this morning, which is really, truly amazing. But we're very grateful for that. Before we talk, about the programs, and like I said, that's kind of the heart and soul of this, we kind of touched on it in the first segment. Yeah, I know in radio, computerization, computers, and we talked about data centers. In all of the programs that we're offering, we're going to talk specifically about many of them, but has computerization and computers just kind of blanketed everything? It seems like in some respects it has.
It has, honestly. I mean, anything from accounting to nursing to manufacturing, it's all about technology now, and all of that is driven by something that has to do with a computer. Now AI has kind of entered that world and started to give us all different ways to look at things.
But AI, to me, is nothing more than the chips have just evolved to the next level. So I don't know that it warrants all the buzz necessarily that we're giving it. But anyway, that's another topic. Again, another rabbit hole. Tell us about the programs that we're currently offering. I guess my first question, tell us about the ones that are most popular.
All of our health programs are most popular. So anything from surgical technology to radiologic technology, nursing, medical assisting, I could go on and on, CNA, all of these areas where when we walk around a hospital and we see someone in scrubs, we think that's a nurse. They're not all nurses, but I will tell you that probably for every doctor, there's a dozen support people in various areas, and we train them in technical colleges. So we're very happy and excited about that. The other one is exploding is computer information systems. So anything that has to do with cyber, programming, networking, that has really grown at the college and continues to grow. And then, of course, all of our industrial programs, welding, we teach it on so many campuses, and it's thriving on every single campus. Precision manufacturing, maintenance, all the electrical, HVAC, diesel, those industrial type programs continue to grow as I feel parents and students and industry is starting to realize how important they are.
I'll kind of, as they say, circle back. Tell us about, the one that has always interested me is tell us about the professors. Because we're talking a lot of real world experience, I assume, and not just, academia. So tell us, where do you recruit and how do you field your professors?
I'm really glad you asked that question because I was hoping I'd get an opportunity to plug in that we're hiring.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. We're not looking for somebody with doctorates and foreign, master's degrees in some cases. Of course, our general education courses, now 32 of them transfer to any university in the state of Georgia.
How long does that take? Does it take a half a year or a year when you go through that general that kind of core beginning?
Just depends on how far you want to go. Some people will get, good 6 courses in while they're in high school. Mm-hmm. We teach it in the high schools, we teach it on our campus, we teach it online. So we have multiple opportunities for students to do that.
So the professors have real world kind of perspective, if not experience too.
Correct. And so outside of those general education courses, we are SACS accredited. So we have the required number of graduate credit hours for general education.
Now you threw out SACS. Yeah, okay. What is SACS?
Yeah. That is the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, and that's who accredits all the universities and colleges in the Southeast. And so in order to maintain that transferability, we have to ensure that our general education professors have that same level of education. But let's talk about the other side, because this is where I struggle. We are, looking to hire automotive instructors and manufacturing maintenance instructors, and those people aren't someone who went to college to get a particular degree. We need people with real world experience who are passionate about the fields that they work in and want to help students get passionate about it too. Thing is that, we're an education institution. When someone makes 6 figures in a position in the field, we can't afford to pay them 6 figures. So looking for someone with that desire of service and wants to share their career fields with others.
What if someone is just kind of retired and doesn't want to just sit in the recliner?
Please call me. I want you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Look, those are often people who are getting ready. They're retiring, but they're not ready to do that, and this is a good place for them. Now,
you've got your doctorate. You were a high school teacher, but isn't it true to say there's somewhat of a gift of teaching, and even though you may not have that higher degree, you still have that gift of seeing a student's lights or eyes light up, correct?
Yes, absolutely. It's intrinsic, but I think even more so in the fields that we teach, when people are passionate about what they do or what they've done in their career, they're excited to share it. They want the same student to walk out of their classroom and go into that job and be excited about manufacturing 4.0 or even being an accountant or being a nurse. So people are called to that. They may not have been trained in education, but we have a very strong onboarding program to help individuals make that transition and a support system for them.
How many total programs do you have?
Well, it depends on how you say program, but I would say different awards, 100 or more. Various program areas, 30. So we run the gamut, but the key here is stackable credentials. You can come in, take a few courses, and earn a certificate. You can add to that another certificate. You can get a diploma, a degree. We want people to have the ability to come in from wherever they are and get to where they want to be, and that might be a job in 6 months. That might be, I want to get an associate degree, I want to get a job, or I want to transfer on and take that to the next learning level. Mm-hmm.
There's a guy in my church who is at West Georgia Tech getting a dental hygienist, but he wants to go on and become a dentist.
Yes.
And the thought is that he will be so much more well prepared to do that than if he had not. So.
Well, I think when you get that opportunity to be on both sides of that, you certainly are.
Mm-hmm.
Learning shouldn't stop, and I think people who take it in bites that are palatable and can continue to allow you to do whatever you need to do in your life, that's important.
I think that's an important comment. Never stop learning. You know, we started in elementary school, middle school, then high school, and and then whatever post-secondary. But I mean, it's just, and then when you get old like me, then you still, you're still learning every day.
Absolutely.
So that keeps life interesting.
But the important thing is that oftentimes people think 2-year colleges, that's your end. It's like a dead end where you stop, and it's not. It could be just a stopping point, or it can be a launching point.
What about, we've talked, I think even when you were here before, but I know it's been important, I think the word is articulation with the University of West Georgia. How's that been going?
We have several articulation agreements and many more in progress. I will say statewide, Georgia just passed the first articulation, so anyone getting their associate degree of nursing from a technical college will automatically, we call 2+2, meaning in 2 more years can earn their bachelor's degree from a university college teaching the BSN program, and that's in Georgia. That has never happened. It happens outside of the state of Georgia all the time, so it is a good sign, and it really excites me that we're looking at things differently in this state. Other than that, colleges like ours, there are 22 across the state, we all have one-off agreements. We have them with the University of West Georgia. We have them with Kennesaw State. We even have them with we have 6 agreements with Northern Kentucky University. And now that the state of Georgia is starting to see we need to not be against each other, but in this together, there's plenty of students to go around, and we need to be able to pass them back and forth to do whatever is important for that student's educational journey.
Our good friend, State Representative David Holston, and I on this program have mentioned a couple of times about creating a vet tech program, because servicing large animals now around the state is becoming more difficult for the regular veterinarians to do. So is that a potential?
So he warned me that you were going to tell me, bring this up to me. Now
he shouldn't have warned you.
We've had several good conversations about this. I know he's meeting with the VMA and trying to develop something that is a little bit a step above vet techs, and I'm excited that he is wanting West Georgia Tech to go in strong with that. The funny thing about ag is that we don't do a great job of it at West Georgia Tech. We have some things that we package together, our heavy equipment. I mean, our students are learning to work on the same equipment that, those in the ag field need. But we don't really do a lot of the specific that people say, oh, they have these programs that are specific to ag. So we'll be continuing to work on that. My critical thing is that I have to graduate students that are going to get a job, and so I have to guarantee that whatever programs we open, they will. And I think this is a fabulous opportunity for that to happen.
Make David a professor, and then you can connect. He can
I'll
connect.
Take him.
Okay, good. All right,
Take him. He's tired.
We solved that little problem.
That's right.
All right, Dr. Julie Post, president of West Georgia Technical College, and we're going to be back with more after this.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
Do the math. At Oak Mountain Academy, our average graduating class has just 12 students. We celebrate a 100% graduation rate with more than $10.5 million in college scholarships offered. Plus, 96% of our students are accepted into their top choice college. Do the math. Can you see the value of an OMA education? I'm Patrick Uran, head of school at Oak Mountain Academy, and I'm here to help you do the math. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us so that you can discover your journey on the mountain, where every path leads to purpose.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Community Voice. I'm Steve Grady, your host, Dr. Julie Post, president of West Georgia Technical College and Studio. I've heard this a few times, that if you get a 4-year degree from a college, that over the course of a lifetime, you're going to earn $1 million more than you would if you hadn't gotten the degree. I assume if you get a degree from West Georgia Technical College over the course of a lifetime, you would probably earn $2 to $3 million more, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Excellent answer. But it is true. I mean, you're talking about, employment, and these are good jobs that the students of West Georgia Tech are targeting. I mean, good careers, rather.
Absolutely.
More so than jobs.
Sometimes I sit in my chair and say, good grief, why didn't I make a different decision?
Yeah, HVAC actually has its appeal.
Absolutely. Goodness.
One thing y'all also do is adult education. Tell us about that.
And this is one that's near and dear to my heart, but the thing about adult education is it's not just GED anymore. We're talking about high school. We're trying to get people their high school equivalency, and now there's a couple of different ways to do that. But along with that, we're coupling that with what we call IETs, which are integrated education and training. So while they're working on their GED, they're getting certified in something. We're really hopeful that they'll graduate with their GED, they'll have this training, and they'll have a better opportunity to get a job. So we pair that with OSHA 10, forklift, nurse aid, welding, customer service, entrepreneurship, and we're even doing this in the Carroll County and Coweta County prisons. So the hope is that we can get students their GED, give them this sense of completion of something else, and give them that I can go on and do more. And I certainly am a prime example. When we're young, we tend to mess up. and so sometimes, things just don't work out for high school. I went to 3 different high schools, by the way, because it was a mess. But adult education, part of that is when the person is just, life overwhelms. And this is a way to pull that and get them back on the right path. It changes the trajectory of the rest of the family. In fact, I'm going to send you an invitation to come to a GED graduation. You will see ESL students go through who've mastered some level of English. We work, for instance, with Ed Miniot, gone in there in the evenings because they determined that some of their employees with English as a second language, it was a critical safety issue. So our adult ed program has gone in there and done training in the evening to help change that. When you see these students, it's a little different than a high school graduation, and it's different than ours because you know that the 20 people that came with them are all their kids or grandkids or brothers or sisters or parents, and this might be a first for them.
And they overcame adversity that we probably can't even imagine. Yeah. Tell us about the foundation and Black Tie and Boots. That's an important part.
23rd Black Tie and Boots this year. We took a little bit of a switch last year. Instead of having a country music artist,
I noticed.
Yes, we've changed it up a little bit, but I have to tell you, the dance floor is much fuller now. But yes, coming up on September 19th, we still have sponsorships available. Just like to remind people that this past year we gave out $165,000 in scholarships and support, and that these donations also help with GAP funding, helping those people who need that extra little bit of time to pay the remainder of their tuition, and providing that gap sometimes is critical to their completion. So all for a good cause, and it's a great time, and having it right up the road this year at our conference center on the Murphy campus.
The Thomas B. Murphy campus.
Thomas B. Murphy. His daughter is on our foundation board.
Of course, Martha.
Martha.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Love her.
Uh-huh.
All right. Simple question. Website, because all of this information is there, correct?
Correct. At westgatech.edu.
westgatech.edu. How about that? All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Is there anything I overlooked?
I do want to say one thing. We are getting ready to start a new USI drone program. So you will have the opportunity in 1 week's time to earn the Part 107. That's the introductory FAA exam, but we're also doing a boot camp, primary and advanced remote operator, and maintenance tracks. So we're really excited to be launching this program. The first course will begin in October, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for construction, ag, public service, all of these to have this opportunity at any of our campuses to take advantage of this new exciting program.
Right, and start your own business in drones.
There you go.
And be legal.
It's a deal right now.
Yeah, I've hired a couple to do a couple of things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Again, thank you for coming in, and everybody go to the website. We thank you for listening. Thank you to our sponsors. Go out and make it a great day. You're in tune to WLBB Carrollton.